Today in the battle arena, well, we've got two of the true heavy hitters in the MCU going head to head. We're definitely flying high here, as we got Thanos versus the Ancient One. So who's coming on top here? Who wins? Let's find out. What's up, guys? I'm Daniel, and this is DanCo. Thanks so much for watching the channel, and make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on notifications for more videos like this one every week. Now, let's get into the fight. Okay, so Thanos is the big bad throughout the whole MCU. Step aside, Surtur. Get out of the way, Dormammu. Hella?
Who?
Yeah, never heard of her. This guy, Thanos, he's what it's all about. And that's kind of a lot of pressure, being the chief bad guy against all these heroes. A lot of weight on Thanos' shoulders. But just look at his big old shoulders. I think he can take that weight.
Guys don't see other guys and go, oh, look at his shoulders. We don't do that.
Oh. Anyways, point is, Thanos is pretty strong. I mean, just for starters, he was like routinely sending heroes flying all around, kicking them and punching them all over the place. And he wasn't just doing it against lightweights like Cap or Black Panther or even Drax. He was doing this against Hulk and Thor and Captain Marvel. I mean, just look at that beatdown he just put on Hulk. That was brutal. And Thanos didn't just walk around hitting stuff. Nah, that's not all he did. He crushed the Tesseract, tore out the Mind Stone from Vision's head, and nearly killed Thor with his own axe, which is just disrespectful.
He's very disrespectful.
And then he hacked Captain America's shield to pieces. So yeah, like I said, Thanos is strong. And I think that's putting it real lightly. Just like it's putting it lightly to say that Thanos is tough. Because Thanos is so much more than just tough. He's taken punches from Hulk, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, had Mjolnir hit him square on the jaw, Nebula crashed a spaceship down on top of him. He's been hit by lightning and energy blast and Wanda's chaos magic. Iron Man even dropped a whole building on him. Took it all. And that's not all he took. While wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. And I mean, you saw what that thing did to Hulk, right? He was still able to fight against Captain Marvel. Iron Man gave him everything that he had. A whole big barrage of attacks. And all it did was give him just a little cut on his cheek.
All that for a drop of blood.
Thor probably had the best luck when it came to injuring Thanos. But even then, after hitting him square in the chest with Stormbreaker, Thanos still snapped, still completed his goal, and still lived to see another day. Guy's crazy. Guy's an absolute monster. But here's the funny thing. Girl he's going up against, the Ancient One, well, she's an absolute monster too. In the exact opposite way. Because her thing isn't about strength and power. Her thing is all about magic tricks.
This is the magic trick, huh?
Illusion, Michael. Trick is something a whore does for money. Or cocaine.
She was the Sorcerer Supreme way before Doctor Strange was even born. Before he was a twinkle in his dad's eye. And because of that, she's able to do some stuff that we've just never even seen before. Throw in the fact that she's still technically the bearer of the Eye of Agamotto, that she's been tapping into power from the Dark Dimension. And while the Ancient One just has all the power. She's got these energy fans that she'll use in a fight. And while they might not look like much compared to Thanos, they were able to take out other sorcerers and bust up some Chitauri ships. But yeah, You're right, not much compared to Thanos. On to the next one. See, there are three things here that are really, truly in her favor. For starters, she's able to teleport. Sent Strange up to the top of Mount Everest. Sent Strange hurtling through different dimension after different dimension. Then there is the mirror dimension. This thing was specifically said to be able to contain big threats. Strange tried to trap Thanos in the mirror dimension already. An Ancient One kinda has unlimited control over it. Like, if you're fighting her, you might already be in the mirror dimension and not even know it. And then when she gets you in there, well, she can do whatever she wants. Throw you around, throw buildings around, take out the ground from under you, change up gravity. Really, whatever she wants. And the worst part? Well, she can just leave you there, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's where you're stuck for good. But let's say she doesn't want to go that route. Doesn't really feel like going to the mirror dimension today. Well, that's all good, because she can just kick Thanos' soul straight out his body. She did the same thing with Hulk, did the same thing with Strange. Thanos really has no counter for this. She could even get a little tricky with it and throw his soul through all sorts of dimensions, just like she did with Strange again. So, all that being said, who's coming out on top here? Well, shouldn't that be kinda obvious? Yeah, one punch, one hit from Thanos, an Ancient One is done for. He's that strong. It's just gonna take one little hit. Only thing is, he's gonna have to land the hit. And this isn't the Ancient One's first rodeo. She's been around the block a few times. If the Hulk doesn't bother her, then a guy who's basically just a more powerful Hulk shouldn't really be that big of a deal either. Not saying that Thanos isn't a big deal, it's just when you can do stuff like this, or like this, or like this, yeah, a strong guy with a cool sword isn't your biggest worry. Now, if Thanos had the Infinity Gauntlet, I think that'd be a different story. He had 4 stones when taking on Doctor Strange on Titan, and that gave him just a huge power boost and allowed him to repel all of Strange's magic. And at this point, I'd say Strange and the Ancient One are about the same power level. But is that really Thanos beating the Ancient One, or the Infinity Gauntlet beating the Ancient One? Yeah, it's not really Thanos doing the hard work there. And if he went up against her just on his own, just one-on-one, I don't see it working out too well for him. I think he's going to get stuck in the mirror dimension. I think his soul is going to be thrown out his body. I think he might end up in that weird dimension with all the little hands. Anything could happen. I don't think he's winning. Ancient One has so many ways to take him down. So many ways that he just can't counter. And I think she's coming out on top here. The Ancient One wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Who do you think wins this fight? Thanos or the Ancient One? Do you think Thanos beats her with the gauntlet? Also, be sure, hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn notifications to join the DanCo army. And I will see y'all next time.